Hello class, Mr. Stemple here with your weekly lesson for both POE and IED. And today we're going to make paper springs. So hope everybody's doing well and you find this lesson enjoyable. So like I said, we are making paper springs today. That's these things right here. They look like this. There's one spring and there's the other one. And I'm going to show you guys how to make those, or actually I'm going to give you instructions on how to make them and you can figure it out. So why are we making paper springs? What in fact are paper springs? So it's a good way to demonstrate compression and tension. So this one here demonstrates tension. You can pull it out like that. This one here demonstrates compression. You push it in like that. And it's also a good discussion of our start of our bridge forces discussion, which when we come back in May, we're going to start building bridges. So that'll be fun. Also, it's kind of a fun and easy thing to do while you're stuck in the house. So let's talk about compression and tension. An object might be in compression or tension depending on the forces that you apply to it. Right? If you press on something, you're in compression, right? Like that. So this is in compression. If you pull on something like this, like a tug of war, then it's in tension, right? Pull it, it's in tension. Push it, it's in compression. And this is happening to bridges all the time, right? There are a lot of bridges out there. You see them as you're walking around or as you're driving around. The beams and the cables on those bridges, some of them are in compression, some of them are in tension. And depending on what kind of load is on it and what's happening with the bridge, some of those things switch from compression to tension, and we can figure out what those are as we get further into building bridges. So your assignments for this week, first one is your IED assignment, which is to draw these parts. So here's my notebook. You can kind of see it there. I started drawing these parts, and I'll give you the plan so you know exactly what to draw. And the POE assignment is to actually build these things. You can build them out of pretty much any cardboard that you have. You want something that's a little bit thicker than paper so that they hold up pretty well. I used, I don't forget what kind of box this was, but I'm sure you've got a box at home somewhere that you can build these things with. All right, let's see what's next. How do we make them? So the materials you're going to need some scissors, some cardboard, pen or a pencil, a rubber band, some glue or some tape. Either way, this one's taped together and this one's glued, I think, with some extra tape around it. You can use either one, and a ruler to make sure your lines are straight. So how do you do it? First, download the template from Canvas. So everybody has access to Canvas. Right on this assignment, wherever you got this video, there is a link to a folder that has these things available for download. When you download them, they'll look like this, except they look prettier because they're in printable form. If you want to print them out, that's fine. If you don't want to print them out and you just want to copy them onto your notebook like I did because my printer's broken, then you can go right ahead and do that. If you can't get them, if you can't figure out how to download them or whatever, contact me and I'll figure out another way to get them to you. All right, the drawing part. You can print it if you want, but I really want to see you try to draw it in your notebook. So what I did is I took the picture that we have on the printout and I made it a little bit bigger because I wanted my springs to be a little bit bigger than the one that was on the cutout or on the printout. Also, I'm using a thicker cardboard, so I had to make sure that they would fit inside of each other, so I had to make some adjustments to the size based on that. All right. And then when you're building it, use the instructions. Download them from Canvas. Also on Canvas or also follow that link on Canvas and you'll get to the instructions. It'll tell you how to put them together. And some tips that I have, use cardboard or heavy paper like I said before. Let the glue dry before you put the rubber bands on. I made that mistake early on and I broke off the little piece here where the rubber bands go. Score the cardboard. If you're not sure how to do that, that means you're going to take a pen or a pair of scissors or something, and you're going to press down real hard on the cardboard like that to make kind of a hole in it, right? And that's called scoring. If you score the cardboard, it'll fold a whole lot easier than if you don't score the cardboard. And you want to try to do that with a ruler, not like I did there. Do it with a ruler so it's nice and straight. Also consider the thickness of your cardboard. When I made this one, it it's in there really, really tight, and it sticks a little bit because I didn't make it big enough to consider the thickness of my cardboard. This one I did. I adjusted the size a little bit so that it runs a little bit more smoothly because I adjusted for the thickness of my cardboard. Test and turn in. So test your spring. See how one of them demonstrates compression and one of them demonstrates tension, and take a picture of your springs and upload that to Canvas. So let's see what else. Final notes. I want you to turn these in to me on Canvas, or if you want to log into one of my conference calls during the week, I will post all that information on Canvas as well. If you log onto the conference call and you go like that, and you show me your diagram of your spring, and you go like that and show me that your springs work, that counts. I will count that as being turned in. Whatever you need to do to show me, I really want you to have fun with this and try to put these things together. Stay safe and healthy. Remember to call into my office hours conference calls. And if you really enjoyed doing these, I have a lot more. I have some gears, and I have some cam toys, and I have a bunch of other things. I'm happy to share the plans with you. So if you enjoyed doing these, let me know, and I'll send you those links. Thanks very much. Hope you're all staying safe and having a good time. Bye-bye.